Welcome to exercise 2 in the series on being a soul-realized being. Exercise 2 is called Being Soul-Realized. What does it mean? So before we get into this exercise, may we ask you to please complete exercise 1, radiating as all that is as a soul-realized being, before doing this exercise, as this exercise calls upon one to radiate all that one is. There's also clockwork in this exercise, so we encourage you to practice with the entering the Thymus chamber and exercise 1 in the Clockwork series. These are all available on this channel. We've shared before that the soul-realized being operates from a group consciousness, the group being the 12 soul extensions who are integrated and who become and are the soul oversoul. And so the first thing to note is that there is no I for the soul-realized being. The soul-realized being is one, and that's how we'll refer to that throughout this exercise and other exercises. Who is one, then you might ask? One is a constellation of all 12 integrated soul extensions, including you, who constellate and form one's oversoul collective consciousness. The progression to soul-realized being doesn't mean that the personality dissolves. Far from it. The progression means that the soul's group consciousness becomes the captain of one's ship. That is the ship of your physical vessel in all bodies, and as well as that of the 11 other soul extensions of personalities. You are all in the same group with different yet integrated vessels. Can you feel now how this shifts things? One is no longer only considering one's own integration, alignment, balance, grounding, and anchoring. One is now required to consider this for all 11 other soul extensions, personalities in one's oversoul soul. If one soul extension in one's oversoul is having a challenge or is experiencing a blockage or overwhelm, then all 11 other soul extensions will feel it. They may consciously identify it or not, but it will be felt. At least one soul extension, personality, in the oversoul grouping will have agreed to take responsibility for integrating all others. It may be you, it may not be you. But in this exercise, you'll determine if this is a responsibility that you have agreed to take on. And either way, whether you've agreed to take it on or not, we provide guidance for your way forward. In this exercise, we will provide a process so one can reliably connect to the other soul extensions in one's oversoul. Some refer to this group constellation as soul family, meaning you and the 11 other soul extensions. Some of these other soul extensions may be incarnated on Earth, while some may not be. They will all be incarnated in this now. It is possible to connect to and to know all other soul extensions in one's oversoul family. So as we said before, in this exercise we employ the clock face as a navigational tool. So if one has previously not worked with clockwork, we refer you to entering the Thymus chamber exercise on this channel. We begin in the usual way. So seal, seal, seal your pillar of light. Seal, 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 pillar of light. And one's intention to align with divine will. One is in intending this, aligns with divine will in every divine now moment forever. One commands it so, divine code. Now take 3 conscious breaths, breathing into the chamber of resonance, the purest light from within and without. and holding each breath for the count of 3. Releasing the breath out and down your pillar of light through your higher heart and into the etheric coccyx, the base of your spine, as we did in the previous exercise of radiating one's light. As you breathe in the purest light, welcome, accept, allow, and absorb this pure light. On the out breath, release it down the pillar of light and give your breath to earth, or release it out and up your pillar of light and give your out breath to source. All the while allowing your radiance to circulate up and down your central channel. Now you may say the oneness mantra or the soul mantra, whichever one feels ideal in this now. We really can refer to these as also the soul invocation or the oneness invocation, because they're both energetically encoded to raise one's vibration and enable one to access higher levels of consciousness. Although we don't prefer to use the word higher, it's a way of explaining which makes some sense. So here's the oneness mantra, and we say it 3 times. One is one. One is one. One is the light divine. One is love divine. One is will divine. One is wisdom divine. One is power divine. One is divine design. One is one. One is one. One is the light divine. One is love divine. One is will divine. One is wisdom divine. One is power divine. One is divine design. One is one. One is one. One is the light divine. One is love divine. One is will divine. One is wisdom divine. One is power divine. One is divine design. One will experience a calming down, a slowing down, and allow this. Now visualize a golden throne, or however you visualize it is okay. Visualize that you are sitting now on that golden throne. The golden throne is the one's seat of divinity, sovereignty, and power. Sit here and allow the shift. Allow the expansion of one's consciousness to take place, and do not rush this step. Allow. Now take your awareness to the Thymus chamber, which is all around one. It may already appear to be sealed in light. And if it is, state one's intention. And if it isn't, call on Archangel Metatron to seal the chamber in golden liquid light, or the light that Metatron brings. To do that, one may say, one is in intending this, asks Archangel Metatron, Lord of Light, to seal the Thymus chamber in golden liquid light, or any light that is aligned with divine will in this now. One commands it so, divine code. Allow the shift to take place. And now we set one's intention. One is in intending this, asks Source, one's personal, soul, and monad councils, and all other divinely willed councils here now, to introduce one to the 11 other soul extensions in one's oversoul, as is aligned with divine will, and as is ideal for one. One commands it so. Divine code. Now in front of you, you'll see the clock face. Make your way to the 0 point in the center of the clock face and stand there. Allow the shift and expansion. And as you've been shown before, begin to radiate all that one is. With your intention, call purest light from within and without into your etheric chamber of resonance, and then all the way down through one's higher heart, and then down through one's base chakra and into your etheric coccyx. Continue to circulate the energy up and down your central channel. You'll feel the energy will build and it will begin to spiral and expand. Allow this. Take conscious breaths while doing this energy circulation. Breathe in the purest light. Welcome, accept, allow, and absorb this purest light. Then on the out-breath, release. Intend to breathe the purest light into the chamber of resonance. Intend to release pure light, love, wisdom, power, and will. So ask now for clear guidance about your responsibilities towards your oversoul and other soul extensions. One is in intending this, asks Source and one's counsels for clear guidance about one's responsibilities toward the other soul extensions within one's oversoul. One commands it so. Divine code. Now feel yourself surrounded with brightest light and pure source energy. Now feel, sense, hear, or know one's radiance merging with the radiance of source. Allow, receive, listen. So this guidance may be recorded or written down, and there are other questions you may wish to inquire about. And we've put them above so you can see what they are. When you feel this is complete, tend to the number that arises. Make no assumptions about what number may come up. And be clear about the number you are to move to before making any movement. So only when you are complete, move to the number suggested on the clock face. This number will represent you, your number in the constellation. And it may well be that you are given the number 1, and that's okay. If you are asked to go to another number, that is also okay. There is relevance to the number, and this will be revealed to you immediately or in divine timing. So once one is moved to the number in the clock face and is standing on that number, you'll feel that it will quickly morph into a sphere, and you'll be sitting or standing or lying entirely inside the sphere at that number. Become aware of this and continue to radiate all that one is using the method of cycling light and energy up and down between one's chamber of resonance and the etheric coccyx. And continue to radiate all that one is until one senses, feels, hears, knows or sees that one is complete. Welcome, receive, allow, and listen. Attend to any guidance that comes through now. Take a moment to write down or record this guidance if you wish. When you have received all that there is here to receive in this now, and you feel complete, take your awareness back to the throne of divinity, sovereignty, and power, and sit on the throne as long as one senses is ideal. And when one feels complete, simply take one's awareness to where one wishes it to be. And that is the completion of the exercise. This exercise will be repeated until one has been guided to all positions on the clock face, and or until one is fully clear about one's responsibilities towards the other soul extensions within one's oversoul, and or one is clear about if one is responsible for the integration of other soul extensions within one's oversoul. Clarity will come in divine timing. So when repeating this exercise, go straight to the number in the clock you're guided to and listen. And don't assume you're always going to go back to a number. Please always follow your guidance. And at any time, one can ask, is one complete? Make no assumptions. It may be that you repeat the exercise and are guided to a few numbers, and not all of them. And this is fine. Allow the process and allow yourself to be guided. And thank you for listening.